What's going on, guys? Johnny here. Today we're going to talk about the mindset that got me jacked. And let's get right into it right away. I'm not going to do any edits on this. ChatGPT told me that if I have a hard time sleeping, then I need to do something creative and move my body. So I just got done with the 25-minute incline walking. It's currently 1:22 in the morning and we're making this video for you guys. So let's get started. The first thing with my mindset is that it was a natural desire for me to want to get jacked. You see, one thing that I've always been really interested in was the aesthetic physique. I've always really loved how the aesthetic physique looked. The V-taper being super lean, having a six-pack, having nice visible muscle, good muscle proportion. And I think if I had to go to a layer deeper, is that I wanted the feeling of confidence with that. And now that I have it, I was right. I'm definitely a lot more confident, but I'm not saying this in a way where I solely depend on how I look to be confident, but it's definitely something that helps with my confidence, right? Even when I was out of shape, I was 195 pounds at 5'9", which, by the way, is 30 pounds over my ideal BMI. I was still very confident, just not confident in the way where I would be showing off my body at the pool, but I wasn't insecure. Does that make sense? So number one was just I wanted it, and I wanted it enough to where I was willing to learn how to actually get there. So when I learned the stuff to get there, I learned that, okay, wow, I have to be in a calorie deficit. That means I need to track my calories. And it's almost like I had the mindset of a baby learning how to walk, where the baby is going to fail so many times, but it keeps trying no matter what. Can you imagine if a baby said, nah, this is not for me, I'm not going to learn how to walk? And that baby is 18 years old and that baby doesn't know how to, or the 18-year-old doesn't know how to walk. Yeah, that's crazy, right? That was the mindset that I had early on. And I started my fitness journey at 18, being super consistent at 18. So when I started tracking calories, it was really fun for me. And I'm not sure if you guys can relate to this, but to me, it was always so fun because it was very logical to me. Okay, if I eat 2,000 calories every single day and I work out every single day, then I should be losing weight and I should be getting lean and my six pack should be showing. And when I actually did that, I think I know why most guys quit or give up is because they learn that even when they track or they're in a calorie deficit, they realize that it feels uncomfortable. I think I just hit the sweet spot there. It's uncomfortable to be in a calorie deficit. So when I first discovered that, and I was like, wow, this is kind of like starving. I hit my calories that I'm supposed to be at, but I'm kind of hungry. So when I was at that point, I was actually not consistent. Some days I'd be really good with tracking my calories, and then some days it was very hard and I just gave up and I started the next day. But the thing, and this is coming with mindset part number 2, was that I never beat myself up for it. I was never self-neglecting because I failed to track my calories or I failed to be consistent. I was always positive. I saw it as a game, as a journey. And I think if you guys can adopt this part of the mindset, where if you fail, that's fine. You just pick yourself back up. Because the reality is, if you're overweight, you don't want to be overweight. Of course you don't. Of course, if you wanted to look ripped and jacked, you would. If you wanted to be more confident in your body, you would. But you just really have to get real with yourself and ask yourself, okay, why am I not changing? And sometimes it might take some days to really figure this out. For me, I would say it took me a good took me a good 4 years to actually nail the calorie deficit. I would be on and off for 4 years. I was always working out for sure because that was very fun to me. So working out was not a chore for me. It was actually something I enjoyed. But the dieting part was always the worst because I loved drinking back then. If you guys know me, I drank a lot back then. Right now I'm taking a break. Who knows when I'll get back into like casually drinking. But for now, I want to be sober. I've been sober for about 3 months now. I feel really good. But I digress. Going back to what we were talking about, working out was always fun for me, but the dieting, I never nailed it down until I was about 3 years into my fitness journey. And when I nailed it down and I learned everything that I know now and how to be in a calorie deficit in the most enjoyable way, as well as auditing my circle of friends and influence, changing my mindset, changing how to actually get the physique that I want, having stronger reasons why I want to achieve this physique, everything started to click. And I started to get really good results. And then I started my online fitness coaching business to teach others to do so. And I still do that to this day. And this is where I am now, in the best shape ever. But right now I have no pump. This is late at night, so I might look a little different. But, I'm in the best shape of my life. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that because when I look back at all the years of my fitness journey, 8 years now, I just turned 26. I can really look back at each year and see the main things that really happened. So just a quick refresher, because I want this video to be less than 10 minutes. First part of the mindset I had to get jacked was really wanting it, and that's it. When you want something, don't think about what it's going to take to get there. Don't think about the negative things. Don't think about how hard it's going to be. Don't think about the time. Just focus on the feeling you're going to get when you have that thing. So in my case, if you guys didn't know, this is what manifestation is. You feel the feeling of what you want, and then you are operating in that vibration and frequency. So when I was overweight and I wanted to get jacked, I was imagining myself and feeling the feelings of how I would be being lean, being fit, being jacked, being super athletic. Like I had this guy, he's to this day, he's still an inspiration to me. His name is Kevin Lowe. He's always had that lean, athletic body, natural. He wasn't the biggest guy, but because he was so lean, he looked so good. That's one of my early inspirations, to get really lean. So first part of the mindset, you have to feel the feelings of what it would be to actually be in really good shape. And then number two, oh goodness, what was the part two? Yeah, number two is, if you're not perfect, that's fine. You don't need to be perfect. And this part, I guess I was lucky. I was pretty crazy back then, but sometimes I just didn't care about my diet. What made me be consistent with my diet was that I genuinely wanted to do it. Even though I faced the discomfort of the calorie deficit, I was seeing results with it. And that pushed me to keep going, to the point where I did have to find a system to make it more enjoyable, which is eating whole foods, high protein, doing just the perfect amount of cardio, having a good workout routine, and just not starving yourself like crazy, like what most guys do, and then really thinking about the long term. When I started doing better things and optimizing my approach, that is when I enjoyed fitness way more. And this is why I love fitness, because health is number one, especially as you get older. That's like the number one thing. If you're not healthy, everything in your life is just lower quality, from my experience. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. This really helped me just reflect my thoughts, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.